America grows more cherries than almost any other country. Every year, farmers in the United States harvest millions of tons of cherries. The main cherry-growing states are Washington, Oregon, California, and Michigan. Each of these regions is known for its special cherries and, its hard-working farmers. Washington is famous for its sweet cherries, while Michigan leads in tart cherries, which are just perfect for pies. California and Oregon also grow large crops, adding to the country's huge harvest. Together, these states provide most of the cherries eaten in the United States and shipped around the world. Cherries are not just tasty, they're also big business. The United States produces over 500,000 tons of cherries each year. That's enough to fill over 30,000 big trucks. It takes careful planning and a lot of teamwork to get cherries from the orchard to your kitchen table. So, let's take a closer look at how it all begins, right in the dirt. Great cherries start with great soil. The journey to a bountiful cherry harvest begins long before the first tree is planted. It all starts beneath our feet, in the earth itself. Healthy, vibrant soil is the foundation for every successful orchard, and farmers know that the quality of their cherries depends on the ground they grow in. Before planting a single tree, farmers test the land with care and precision. They collect soil samples from different parts of the field, sending them to labs to analyze pH, nutrient levels, and texture. This helps them understand exactly what the soil needs to support cherry trees. They look for soil that is deep, well-drained, and rich in nutrients. Cherry trees thrive in loose, fertile earth that allows their roots to stretch deep and absorb water and minerals. If the soil is too shallow or compacted, the trees will struggle to grow. Cherries do not like wet feet. Waterlogged roots can kill a cherry tree, so fields are often on hills or gentle slopes. These elevated spots help excess water drain away, protecting the delicate roots from rot and disease. The right location can make all the difference. Climate is just as important as soil. Cherries need cold winters to rest and warm, dry summers to grow well. The winter chill helps the trees go dormant, storing up energy for spring, while sunny summers encourage sweet, juicy fruit. Too much rain can cause the fruit to split, and late frost can ruin the flowers before fruit even forms. Farmers watch the weather closely, knowing that a single storm or cold snap can threaten the entire crop. Protecting the blossoms and fruit is a constant challenge. That's why regions like Michigan and the Pacific Northwest are perfect for growing cherries. These areas offer the right mix of climate, soil, and elevation, creating ideal conditions for cherry orchards to flourish year after year. Farmers use big machines to prepare the ground. Tractors plow and turn the soil, breaking up hard ground and letting water drain away. This process also helps mix in organic matter, making the soil even richer and more welcoming for young trees. Sometimes they add compost or fertilizer, which gives the young trees a healthy start. Compost adds valuable nutrients and improves soil structure, while fertilizers ensure the trees have everything they need to grow strong and healthy. Once the land is ready, farmers mark out straight rows. This careful planning makes it easier to care for the trees, irrigate the orchard, and pick fruit later on. Straight rows also help maximize sunlight and airflow, which keeps the trees healthy. Planting starts with careful planning and hard work. Each sapling is placed by hand with roots spread out and soil packed gently around them. It's a labor of love, setting the stage for years of delicious harvests to come. Modern cherry farming uses lots of technology. Machines help make jobs faster and, honestly, a whole lot easier. For example, GPS systems guide tractors so that rows are perfectly straight. This saves space and makes the orchard more efficient. When it's time to plant new trees, farmers often use machines to dig holes. A team follows behind, placing young trees in the ground. Watering systems like drip irrigation are set up at the same time. These systems deliver just the right amount of water directly to the roots. Technology also helps with pest control. Some farmers use drones or sensors to check the health of their trees. These tools can spot disease or dry spots early, so problems are fixed fast. This keeps the trees healthy and the harvest strong. With the help of machines and new ideas, cherry farming is more productive than ever. But even with all this technology, farmers must care for every tree, every single day. A cherry tree begins its journey as a small sapling, usually just a few feet tall and delicate. Farmers carefully plant these young trees in tidy rows, leaving enough space for sunlight and air to circulate. Good spacing helps prevent disease and makes it much easier to care for the growing trees. Watering is very important, especially during the first few years of the tree's life. Drip irrigation systems provide water directly to the roots, right where it's needed most. This method conserves water and keeps the soil from getting too wet or soggy. In dry areas like California, this watering method is a real lifesaver for cherry trees. Fertilizer helps the trees grow strong and healthy, supporting their development. Farmers add nutrients to the soil in both spring and fall to boost growth. They also watch for signs of pests or disease, using natural or chemical treatments if needed to protect the trees. Healthy trees grow more fruit, filling the branches with beautiful cherries. Pruning is another key job for cherry tree farmers. Each winter, farmers trim branches to shape the trees and remove old, unproductive wood. This helps sunlight reach all parts of the tree and produces bigger, better cherries every season. In early spring, cherry trees burst into bloom. Thousands of white or pink flowers cover each tree, and honestly, the sight is just stunning. It draws visitors from all over. But, these flowers also mean real work for farmers. Cherry flowers need bees to pollinate them, so farmers often bring in beehives to help out. The bees move from flower to flower, spreading pollen. This step is crucial. No pollination means no cherries later on. After pollination, tiny green cherries begin to grow. The fruit develops slowly, changing from hard and green to plump and red as the weather warms up. Sweet cherries ripen first, usually in late spring or early summer, and tart cherries follow a few weeks later. The ripening period can be stressful for farmers. Too much rain can split the fruit, and, birds and insects love cherries too. Farmers use nets and scare devices to protect their crop until harvest. Harvest time is, by far, the busiest and most crucial season for cherry farmers. The entire year's work comes down to just a few intense weeks, when every moment counts. Orchards buzz with activity as workers and machines move quickly to gather the fruit at its peak. Cherries need to be picked quickly and, really gently. Their delicate skin bruises easily, so every touch matters. Even a small bump can shorten their shelf life or affect their quality. If they're picked too early, they end up sour and lack that signature sweetness. But if you wait too long, they spoil right there on the tree, becoming soft and unusable. Timing is everything. Farmers have to watch the weather and the ripeness of the fruit every single day. There are basically two main ways to pick cherries, by hand or by machine. Each method has its own advantages and challenges, and the choice often depends on the type of cherry and the intended use. Hand picking is slow, but it's gentle on the fruit. Workers move carefully through the rows, making sure not to damage the cherries or the trees. Workers climb ladders and carefully twist each stem, so the cherries stay fresh longer. Keeping the stem attached helps prevent the fruit from spoiling and makes it more appealing for fresh markets. High-quality sweet cherries are often picked this way. These cherries are destined for grocery stores and markets, where appearance and freshness are everything. Machine harvesting, on the other hand, is a lot faster, especially for tart cherries, which are mostly used for juice, jams, and baking. This method allows farmers to harvest large areas in a short amount of time. Shaker machines grab the tree trunk and shake it, knocking cherries onto large catching frames. It's efficient, but the process can be rough on the fruit, so it's best for cherries that don't need to look perfect. This method is quick, but the cherries need to be used soon for juice or processing, since they're more likely to be bruised or damaged during harvest. No matter how they're picked, cherries have to be handled with care. After harvest, workers sort through the fruit, removing any that are damaged or overripe to ensure only the best make it to market or processing. Bruises or cuts can ruin the fruit, so that's why timing and teamwork are absolutely essential during harvest. Everyone works together, from pickers to sorters, to make sure the cherries are gathered at just the right moment and handled with the utmost care, preserving their flavor and quality for everyone to enjoy. Once cherries are picked, they go straight to the packing house, often within just a few hours of harvest. This quick turnaround is crucial because cherries are highly perishable and need to be processed as soon as possible to maintain their freshness and flavor. At the packing house, the journey begins with a thorough cleaning, sorting, and packing process. The cherries are unloaded and placed onto conveyor belts, where their transformation from orchard fruit to store-ready produce begins. The very first step is washing. Cherries are gently tumbled and sprayed with water to remove any dust, leaves, or debris that may have clung to them during harvest. Cold water is used not only to clean the cherries, but also to help preserve their crisp texture and vibrant color. This step also helps wash away any chemical residues from the orchard, ensuring the fruit is safe to eat. After washing, the cherries travel along conveyor belts to be sorted by size, color, and overall quality. Sophisticated machines use cameras and sensors to quickly separate the cherries, ensuring uniformity in each box. Both skilled workers and advanced machines work together to spot any damaged, bruised, or unripe fruit. Only the best cherries, those that meet strict quality standards, move forward to the next stage. Sometimes cherries are carefully sorted by hand. Human eyes and hands can catch subtle flaws or imperfections that machines might miss, such as tiny blemishes or cracks in the skin. This extra layer of inspection is vital for maintaining the highest quality. It ensures that only the freshest, most appealing cherries make it to consumers. Once sorted, the cherries are gently dried and cooled. This step is important because it removes excess moisture and quickly lowers the temperature of the fruit, which helps slow down spoilage and keeps the cherries crisp. Next, the cherries are packed into boxes or bags, often using automated systems that handle the fruit gently to avoid bruising. These packages are then labeled and prepared for shipping to stores or markets around the world. Not all cherries are sold fresh. Some are sent to factories where they are frozen or canned, allowing people to enjoy cherries year-round, even when they're out of season. The entire packing process is designed to be fast and efficient. In many cases, cherries can go from being picked on the tree to arriving at the store in just a few days, preserving their natural sweetness and juiciness. This careful and speedy process is what keeps cherries so fresh and tasty for consumers, ensuring that every bite is as delicious as possible. Not all cherries are eaten fresh. Some are made into juice, dried fruit, or pie filling. Tart cherries, which are a bit more sour, are perfect for juice. After harvest, these cherries are crushed and pressed to squeeze out all the juice. This juice ends up in drinks, sauces, and even sports supplements. Cherries can also be dried or frozen. Dried cherries make a healthy snack, or they're added to cereals and baked goods. Freezing keeps cherries fresh for months, so you can enjoy them year-round. Some cherries are canned or turned into jams and preserves. America's cherry industry is pretty creative. Farmers and factories work together to find new ways to use every cherry, from fresh fruit to tasty treats. Cherry farming is hard work. It takes planning, skill, and honestly, a lot of help from machines. Farmers use technology to make each step faster, safer, and more efficient. GPS, drones, and sensors are now pretty common in modern orchards. But even with all these machines, it's the farmers' care and attention that make each harvest possible. They watch the weather, care for the land, and protect the trees all year long. Their dedication brings millions of tons of cherries from the orchard right to your home. Thanks to new ideas and hard-working people, America remains a leader in cherry production. The next time you eat a cherry, remember the journey it took and the many hands that helped along the way.